Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Opinion Machine, the show where we talk about all things gaming. My name is Killjoy, and today I'm going to be taking another look at Hearthstone. It's been a year and a half, a bit longer than that, since I last played Hearthstone, and I have done a couple of videos on this game in the past, talking about my thoughts and feelings on this game, and how I kind of disappointed the way Blizzard was going with it, and some of the things Blizzard was doing with it. Since I last played, there's been quite a lot of stuff introduced, so this is kind of my updated thoughts on the game, because I recently jumped back in and started playing. So we're gonna take a look at a few different things here and go over if I think it's good or bad, and kind of go from there. So let's start with the fact that they've added in the ability to finally get the old cards. Now, admittedly, I think a lot of this you can only get from certain things. You can't just specifically pick a set of cards you want and get them. But basically, you can now buy for 100 gold or for whatever amount of money the classic cards, the grand tournament cards, goblins and gnomes, all the way through everything. So this is all the wild stuff. So if you're me and you want to collect everything in time, then I can now start getting these sets. These are the sets I really enjoyed the game at. This is where I fell off of the game, and I haven't really played any of these going forward. I do have cards from these sets, but this is like something that I've been asking for a while, and I know that this might have been added in last year, but this is something that should have been here like a long time ago. And this is the problem with. But my personal problem with the whole wild and standard format is that as soon as you, I think these are all the ones that are currently in rotation. As soon as you start having this like standard format, then it definitely makes it kind of shafts a lot of people, because if you're somebody who's collected all the old cards like these, say you had all these sets here, and then you know these 5 sets here suddenly come out and you can no longer use these. Well, then you're at a massive disadvantage unless you pay, unless the game's willing to give you a bunch of packs for free to like help start you out, right? Now, classic cards, as far as I know, most classic cards, I believe, are still usable. I could be wrong on that, but I know they've cycled some out. So, like, as long as you've got most of these, you can probably make most decks. This stuff, however, though, I think is completely unusable. Hence why it says wild. And then these are the ones that you can use as standard at the moment, which I think eventually will change. And then they've got other sets now and things like that. But I'll come back to the pricing on this stuff last, because that's something I still want to touch on. But yes, one major thing that I wanted for a while was being able to get hold of older cards, and they finally got it. They've actually done it. Since I last played, they have added that in, which is great. You'll notice as well, if I click play here, something they have done is you now have classic cards.
Classic mode takes you back to the original Hearthstone.
There you go, look. You have no classic decks. Go create one. So we've got classic now. You can play with just the original cards without the ones being nerfed or buffed or anything like that. You've got the standard, which is what the core sets are. Wild is every card. Oh, okay, classic format cards can't be used in wild now, hence why they have this. And then casual. So this is probably the mode I should be playing as casual, because I like using all the cards, but I tend to play wild. Because I don't see the point of locking myself off from all the cards I have. On top of that, they have added in some more modes. Now, I've only played one of these. Now, Arena's still here. I can't currently do Arena because you have to be 10 with all classes, and I have not done anything with the Demon Hunter, which is a class they have also added since I last played the game. Battlegrounds. This is actually similar to like auto chess and games like that, where you have a bunch of people. You buy units, you put them on the map, they kind of do their own thing, and you see if you win. I'm absolutely terrible at it. I actually quite like it as a mode. I think it's fun. It's free to play. There's no, I don't know if I can't click Arena, I don't know if it still costs gold. So if it doesn't, great. If it does, then it's still the same. Arena's probably still the same as it's always been. And I can't do jewels either because I also need this, but it says grow your deck, collect treasures, win jewels, which I'm assuming is kind of like similar to like solo play, but against other people. But the fact that there's actually more like modes like this is cool. I think this is really fun to have extra stuff. Like I said, the Battlegrounds mode's actually pretty good. Tavern Brawl's still here, which I believe I've done this one. I don't know when it resets. Yeah, you pick a class and do it, and that's pretty fun still. So like the game's actually gained a lot of stuff. The solo ventures, the one I recently played, Book of Mercenaries, I did the first one. I'm not actually sure if I need to do something to unlock these or whether they unlock over time. I'll figure that out another time. But a lot of the single player stuff like Book of Heroes, Ashes of Outland, don't think I've done Battlegrounds Heist, but a bunch of these I have done. And I think a lot of the solo content in Hearthstone has gotten really good over the years. Actually from way back when all the way up until now, I actually enjoyed doing Book of Mercenaries. So I think the solo stuff is still really fun. I'm not sure what you get out of doing it, like achievements and things, but all in all, so far, what they've added to the game, what I've seen in terms of solo content and modes, is great. Really great. One other thing that's worth bringing up is this. They've now changed this, so you have your quests, which you now get this. I don't know what this is actually called, this currency, I don't know. But this is a different type of currency now, which looks like scrolls. I'm not sure what it is. But it is used for this thing, which is essentially a battle pass, which, you know, isn't a bad idea. You get a lot of gold out of this actually from playing, doing this achievement. Doing this achievement unlocks a lot of levels early on. Anyway, I got like one achievement and it ranked me up like 3 to 4 levels. So this seems quite generous. I will hand it to them. This actually seems fairly generous. This goes all the way up to like level 50, I think. Level 50. I lied. Level 90 in it or something. 100 plus. So you got a lot of levels. You get a hell of a lot of gold out of it. There's the premium side of it, which is the top here. But honestly, like, I don't really understand what, apart from this boost. What are these? It just says 20% boost. You can tell me what it is. Don't even seem worth it. There's hardly anything on the top here, unless these are like, I don't know, unless they have something to do with the Book of Mercenaries, which would be kind of shit if they have done that. But what have we got here? What's the card back? Yeah, it doesn't. Interesting. A lot of this stuff seems kind of pointless along the top here. Like, I can't say that I'm inclined to actually buy into any of it. Apart from there's a diamond card, which I didn't only recently found out they were a thing. So yeah, this is actually pretty cool. I like the fact that they've added this in. It definitely doesn't. I don't know what the advantage is to buying that pass, apart from getting a boost in levels. And like, you click here, you gain the Blade Master Diamond card, 10 hero skins, card back, cosmetic coin, Shadow Hunter Volgin Golden Legendary card, reviews, rewards track experience boosts, yeah, so on and so forth. Really though, what's really cool is this thing, these achievements, which I don't really know what they do. What's this bottom one? And there's your profile. It goes to show like how arena wins too. This is all old, by the way, like I haven't played in so long. But yeah, you've got these achievements that you can do, and you gain, I don't actually know what this achievement score is for, but some of these achievements actually give you card backs, which is kind of nice. The game mode one, here you go. Reach bronze 5 in ranked, standard or wild, and there's a lot of stuff in here. But yeah, overall you can actually, there's actually the reason to do a lot of this stuff. It seems quite fun. So I like the fact they keep adding things and have been adding things to the game, like a significant amount to the game. And here's all my dailies and weeklies and stuff that I need to actually do. But yeah, like, so far so good. I think what I'm actually seeing in this game at the moment is a significant improvement over what it was when I last played it, where I was kind of just done with the game. I will say they still need to do the ability to play with friends, and but actually do like a arena mode like versus friends, or like a drafting mode versus friends, where you get access to like random cards or all the cards, but it's just a friends mode only. I still want it. I still want to see it happen, because if I've got people that want to play, then I can just play that and have fun and whatnot. Because the problem is, a lot of people that do play the game versus me, my decks are not going to be nearly as good because of the cards that I have. But you know, it's one of those things. that I hope that Blizzard actually does add in at some point is a versus mode with friends only that just gives you access to everything, which would be great. Or do it like Arena, like just do it like that. Let me pick the cards and build what you give me. However, we got to talk about, we can't do all this and then not talk about the price of things. And I think this is where the game really gets on my nerves, is because Blizzard, their microtransactions are always seriously overpriced for a lot of stuff, right? So let's just go through this shop and look at what you can buy, and we'll go from there. So this is a welcome back bundle. I actually bought this the other day, but it was actually $3.99, so I'm guessing you can get it again. It might be something else. That might be something, but I bought something that gave me, it was $3.99, and it gave me a shitload of classic cards or something. Oh, well, it might have been this, but it gave me, for the value it was actually really good. I was like, wow, this is super cheap for a bunch of cards, and I was like, got a bunch of packs. It was great. $12.99 for what we got, 15. So we're looking at 35 there. 35 packs. What's that? 20, 35. Yeah. For 13 quid. The problem is each pack is only what, like 5 cards. It's hard to say. I don't know if the value is great for that, but you know, at least this isn't that bad because you're getting quite a lot there. At least that looks like a lot. So maybe that's okay. This is where it starts to get a bit pricey though. Like, and don't get me wrong, you can play the entire game free to play, and that's fine. But that still doesn't excuse Blizzard's practices of overcharging for a lot of their stuff. So not only can you buy cards, you can now buy this Tavern Pass thing, which I looked at earlier, which is 17 quid. Now, I don't know, like, you know, what's that? A couple of cards, a card back, and these heroes here. Like, these skins, I just don't think are worth that much money. Like, I feel like something like this should be like 5 to 10 quid at the most. Like, charging 17 quid, and you saw how barren that top tracker was. I'm not sure I agree with the price of that. I think that is significantly overpriced. They got this Battlegrounds perk thing, which, like, I don't even know what this does. So the Battlegrounds is the mode where it's kind of like auto chess. So this gives you discover 4 heroes, so you can see more heroes early on. Hero early access, so you can get access to newer ones. Advanced stats and visual emotes, and all perks last until the next card expansion launches. So you can buy this with gold, or you can spend $12.99 on it. This I've got absolutely zero idea like how useful this would be, because clearly you can't. If this gives added bonuses over other players, then that's buying power, which is never good. If it doesn't, then what does this stuff do? So you can. So I think when I play it, I can pick from 3 heroes, I believe, and I think the slots are 2 more. I believe that's correct. Hero early access, so you get access to other heroes before anyone else. I mean, yeah, okay, fair enough. Advanced stats and visual modes? Like, I'm not sure what that means. Like, advanced stats on the cards? Like, what? Does this tell me? Cancel. Oh, hello. We've got... Oh, no, we don't want that. Ah! Oops. Okay, it took me away to a different website, but... yeah, I literally don't know. All I can look at that and be like, I don't know why I would buy this. I would have to, like, actively see what this does before it, but again, it's another $12.99. Probably don't need it, but if it starts giving advantages, never great. Then we've got the standard cost packs, cost for cards, right? Obviously, if you get a significant amount of gold, you can just keep buying them with gold. £3 for 2 packs, $8.99 for 7, 16. So for 50, so you can see it's always one above basically the number it is. 2 packs free, 7 packs. Well, that's 9 actually, 15 and 17. It gets ridiculous. And then 60 quid, which is actually the same as 60 packs and stuff, which will probably get you most of the cards. But I've never liked the pricing of these because the card packs don't come in a lot. And you get something like this, Mega Golden Classic Bundle. So you get, includes 10 Golden Classic packs and 2 random Golden Classic Legendary cards. Cards will only be usable in the new Classic format or Wild starting March 30th. Oh, okay, so you can do that now. Each pack contains at least 1 rare card. For $34.99? Are you fucking for real? Like, no. Like, that's the price of a game. for just because they're golden shot. Nah, like this is where I really have issues with how they do things. And then there you go, like $8.99 for get Medivh alternate hero and Medivh card back. Alternate hero includes an animated portrait, new visual effects, and unique emotes. Use existing mage cards and standard mage card hero power for fucking £9 for that. And then card back, £3 for that. Like, this is why, like, why? Why is everything so expensive? This, like, should not be more than $1.99. £3 is too much for a thing that you only see. Well, you don't even see it, basically. The opponent sees it. Like, this is massively overpriced. This is massively overpriced. And then all of these as well. Like, these are all the same kind of pricing for the card packs. I don't know what this is like. This is a mini set. This actually shows you what you get, which is surprising. So this mini set for $12.99 might actually be okay, because this straight out just gives you all of these, so you know what you're getting. So if you want these cards, that might be worth it. So what's that? 35 unique cards, 2 copies of each, for a total of 66 cards. So if we ignore the doubles, and you get 5 cards a pack, so what's that? So that is essentially 8 card packs for $12.99. So what do they sell normally? So you get 7 packs. So you get 1 pack more for $8.99. So it's slightly more expensive because you're getting doubles. I mean, that's probably not bad value because you're getting doubles of all of these cards. You're not having to find them. But yeah, that would be completely up to you whether you think these are worth it or not. Definitely an interesting. I need to look at this and see if this is worth getting, because this might be something I consider. I don't know, but this I'm not sure about in terms of price because it's a mini set. But yeah, I mean, it's the same with these. These are like, why aren't these older sets? And to be fair, I wouldn't expect all of these sets to be cheaper. Why aren't these cheaper? Like, of all the cards to play, to have, you know, to reduce the price of at this point, this should be the ones. Like, I don't understand why classic cards aren't. Everything else, fine, whatever, if you want to make them, that is. Now, like I said, it's not to say that you can't get cards through other means. There are other means to get card packs, and I think that's totally fine. My issue here isn't that. My issue here is the fact that they overcharge, like, just ridiculous amounts for a lot of the things in this game. Which sucks, because this game has clearly improved since I last played it, which is good. I don't know how long I'll play it for, but at least now I've got a reason to come back, and I've got other modes to play, and I can, you know, attempt to do the dailies and the weeklies and things, because I'll actually be having fun with it. I mean, if we look at what we've got here, play 5 games of ranked play mode. I mean, yeah, if that counts as wild, I'll do that. Oh, sorry, win 5 games. I wish that was just play, not win. But, you know, a lot of this stuff, the fact that they're giving me a lot here is great. There's so many. This game is in a better state than I have played it in a while. I've definitely heard some rumblings of things people have issues with, but personally, like, I've come back here and I'm seeing this game in a better state than it was when I last played it, which is good. But it still has the same monetary problems, and it is a joke. A lot of that stuff is super overpriced, and you know, that's for essentially virtual cards. It's not like a real card pack in real life where you've got the physical things, and you know, potentially sell them on later on if you decide to. In this, you get 5 cards a pack, and you know, they're not worth anything. So yeah, I definitely am still disgusted at the pricing model, and the fact that you now have a tavern pass to buy and whatever else you if you wish to buy that stuff. And yeah, you can do it with gold. I'm not saying you can't do that, but I'm talking about the actual pricing. If you want to pay money to do that, then it's actually outrageous. So if you have got the gold, use the gold. But there you go, there is a look and my thoughts on updated thoughts on Hearthstone in 2021. Mostly positive, still the negative there, but mostly positive. If you're coming in just to play the modes, like, cool. You know, and you've got access to more stuff now, hopefully. So that's never a bad thing. So yeah, that's how I feel about it. I think the game is probably in the best state it's ever been. But I cannot forgive and will not forgive their overcharging of their card packs. As simple as that. It's disgusting. This isn't the only game Blizzard does it in. They do it in every game that's free to play, both in Heroes of the Storm, StarCraft 2. They overcharge like for their content when it is clearly not worth it, unfortunately. But that's how I feel about it. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. As always, if you liked the video, hit like. If you want to see more content like this, then hit subscribe. Links for Facebook and Twitter will be down below in the description. And until next video, I will see you then.